How's it going, everybody? So check this out. I am back in my old home, my old Korean hometown, Yeong Yang. Yeong Yang is a place I lived for 10 years. I say 5, you see in my hand, but really it's 10 years. 10 years I lived in this place before I moved to Pyeongtaek. And I used to be an English teacher here. This is where I met my wife, raised a family, etc. So anyway, I'm on vacation, coming back here to visit the in-laws, check out the estate and all that fun stuff. But I thought I'd show something here. Maybe people are curious about Korea. And looking at small town Korea, how this place is constantly changing. Yeongyangun, or Yeongyang County as we'd say English, is a very interesting place. It only has about 18,000 people. I actually did a census report. I had to do a report one time for my master's degree. So I had to look at the census data. It was about 18,000 people. It's kind of like an isolated island. That's one way people, like an inland island as people described it. Because yes, it's inland Korea, right? It's connected to the rest of the country, but there's not many ways to get here. It's the most, most underdeveloped county I think I heard it described. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's great. It works for me because I like the outdoors. Especially this place. This place really taught me how to love the outdoors. So for me, see all this green here? Look at all these mountains and stuff. All that you get to go hiking on, camping, etc. So I spent a lot of times in these woods, and I really miss being able to literally, see right over there? That's my old apartment building. That's where I used to live. I really miss the ability to literally walk outside and just go over there to go hiking. Or if you wanted to pick some berries or something, it's all right there. Pyeongtaek, I really can't do that. I got a little bit of stretch of land, have you seen in a few videos, but it's roughly mile and a half, 2 miles away, and it's just not much to it. But anyway, I'm just visiting some people, and I want to take some footage and share with you all what this place is like. So before I go I gotta go visit somebody here. So before I do, let's talk about this place. Okay, so Yeong Yang right over there is the elementary school. It's where my kids went to school at. I did some English camps and stuff over there. Nice people and stuff. Now this house right here was originally built, I'm sorry, not this one. This right here, there were some pharmacists, and this pharmacist had a lot of money. They make good money in Korea just like America. But yeah, they took some land, built themselves a house and stuff here. It's just interesting, when you live in a place long enough, you get to know the people and their history. And also something funny. Look at this place right here. See this house right here? Do you see a yard? Do you see a fence? No, you don't. Why? Because in Korea, look around here. See all these mountains? Korea is a very small mountainous country. So you just try to find any space you can and build something. Like here, right there on the corner. Very little privacy. Very little, anything. But that's what you got. Some people, they save up a lot of money and stuff and build their equivalent of their dream homes in these little nooks and crannies. Yeah, there's actually kind of a cool places around here. Really great hiking and stuff up there. But this place has been getting more modernized, if you will. Better food services, better shopping, which is kind of cool. And I might go around and look at some of that. Over there, the high school's down there. Yeah, so I had a lot of really interesting experiences living in Yeong Yang. For the first decade, or not first decade, but for the first couple years, I was looked at suspicion. Like in America, we talk about racial profiling, police profiling and stuff. Well, it's the same thing across the world. I was a foreigner in Korea, white guy, and I would routinely have the police flash their lights and stuff on me when they'd see me. I'd be questioned by the police, why am I here? What am I doing? What's my business? Etc. Just like America, other parts of the world. Suspicion, racism, it's all across the world. But once, the cure was, how shall one say, be a good citizen, stay out of trouble, integrate with the society, get to know the people and stuff. And before you know it, I'd say after a few months it was okay. Maybe a year. Especially after I got married, that really took care of it. That's the place we got our car worked on a few times. But my wife, her brother-in-law, I'm sorry, not her brother, brother, family member. Down the road, we go to his place to get the car fixed. I had to come here once or twice because my car broke down over there, and I couldn't get it over there, so I came here to get some stuff done. But yeah, we got family connections here too. We got the farm over there, down the road. The auto shop down there. Coffee Bay, good place. I like coming here for coffee. This is a nice looking building. Somebody tore down the old building there and put something up. Yeah, it's funny about Yeong Yang. Anyway, before I talk about Yeong Yang, just say about racial profiling and stuff. So, learn the language, integrate with society, show you appreciated society, etc. And things started smoothing out. And I should mention, check it out. See right there, that Raptor? Pretty nice, huh? Now, if I'm correct, I know the dude who owns that. There's a guy here, he owns a construction company. He's supposed to be the richest guy in Yeong Yang. So I've been told. And what he does is for years, he'll find these late model trucks. I don't know if he's buying them used, though maybe. But he gets these really cool trucks. He loves American trucks. He comes by with the Suburban SUVs, the Fords. He rotates them in and out. So I gotta find the source because a lot of this stuff, I don't think the Ford Raptor is sold in Korea. He might be buying from service members or something that people like American contractors, and I'm speculating. They come to Korea, they've had them for a few years, late models, they're ready to get rid of them, sell them off. But it would be interesting to see how he does that. Down the road there is where I used to have my hog one. I actually used to have my own business here in Korea. I was an English teacher, so I quit teaching in the public schools and I decided to open my own business. I started with what was called a gonggubang, which is a study room. Then my wife and I, after roughly a year of doing that, we moved up to a full-fledged hagwon. And it was pretty cool. It was a cool adventure. But eventually though, after like a few years of doing this, I hate to say it, we had to close shop. Sad part, it was disappointing. We were making money, that was the good news. We were making money. But we had some issues that popped up that like some business, how can I say it? We had some disagreements on how to handle business. That's a good way to put it. And eventually it got to the point where I just felt like, hey, you know what? I just can't do this anymore. My wife, who's my partner, who I need to help run this, if we can't agree on how to do this, then I need to do something else. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But yeah, it was it was a very good experience. Yoon's English School. Yeah, that's like I think a chain of hagwons. They really interesting experience. I loved the teaching, but I also learned a lesson too, that the human subscription service, literally subscription service, like a monthly service where you need people to show up and attend, not for me. It's a very high maintenance business. Very high maintenance. You have to constantly please the parents. You constantly got to bring in new customers. And in a small town like this, lesson learned for you people looking for business. See, even though in a small town like this, you might be the only, say, native English teacher, and of course that attracts a lot of attention and business, also keep in mind what happens when you lose business. Like a lot of my kids, they're moving. See, like I said, 18,000 people, isolated place. This is not where all the opportunities are. Here's the police station. I got some funny stories about the police I'll tell here in a second. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the thing about a place like this, even if you're the star, you still got competition, and they're not schmucks, so they're working hard to, take care of their own business and generate more business. But also the kids, they were moving. My customers were moving, and you have to, you only got a limited talent pool here. You got an elementary school there, you got a school there, we got a school there, and that's kind of like it. So when you kids start moving, and you got to find replacements, and you don't have a large pool. So that was like a real challenge. But, and there were solutions, like one, I taught adult students, and there was other things. But anyway, there was just we came across some issues, and my wife and I couldn't agree on how to handle it. So I just said, hey, if we can't agree, then we need to stop this and go explore something else. And that eventually is what led me to Pyeongtaek. But anyway, here's the police. All right, so the police here are really laid back. And this is good and bad. So if you're the type of person, let's say like you just want to hang outside your apartment, drink a beer, enjoy yourself. Hey, it's cool, man. The cops will leave you alone. Maybe you're a little sloshed over, hung over. You pass out on the street. Hey, they might help you home. It's really cool. But what happens when the police, let's say somebody vandalizes your car? Not in my case, but actually a friend of mine had it like done twice. A very prominent person in this area too. And the police are like, and oh, by the way, his house is like maybe 100 meters from here. I won't point out where, but less than 100 meters. And they're like, well, that's difficult. Whew, we can't take care of that. It's like, dude, really? You got cameras all over. You're a stone's throw away almost, and you can't even, it's difficult. Another time, me and a friend were at the CU Mart here. And we're having a snack, right? Just chilling outside. I'll come around the corner show. So we're at CU Mart. And at CU Mart, we're out where this awnings are, right? Just sitting there relaxing. And all of a sudden, this truck and this car right there in this intersection goes smash. And it's like, whoa, it's blocking traffic, everything. So, it's like, whoa, what's going on? The cops aren't showing up. In America, the cops would be like right on it. Here, nothing's happening. I would check out some stuff down there. And so, 10, 15 minutes, these people are like arguing, no cops. So we decided to go check it out. So we go back up there, and we're at the police station, walking by, and I kid you not, the expression, the lights are home, but the lights are on, but nobody's home? That was it. You could literally see inside, the lights are on, but nobody was manning the front desk or anything. It was like work avoidance. And what one of my, the same prominent person explained to me, because we were I was eating dinner at his house, and a couple days later, he explained to me that in Korea, the police will not interfere on this unless you call them. And I find that kind of crazy because good and crazy. Okay, so the cops are staying out of your business. That's kind of cool. But at the same time, when you have something like an accident that needs order, you need direction, and you just got them like, nowhere to be found. And sure enough, hiding. Oh, good grief. All right, so now, before I go drop off of the person, I want to show you something here. See, right up there, that's the health center I used to go to. Had to pay like 40,000 won, which is like $35 in current US dollars for a month. Little tiny place. But they had these ajishis up there that like to go work out. It's kind of like a club. I mean, they just exercise, not even training per se. But they go hang out. I would do my stuff. And if it was in morning time, like when I had my own business, I could do this. I would go in the mornings there. And they'd have these coffee girls in there. So like in Korea, they have what's called dabang, which is like an old Chinese word for like tea house, if I'm translating it correctly. Well, what it is also, it's where the cute girls are, if you will. A lot of flirtations and other stuff go on. If you know Korea, you know what I mean when I say other stuff goes on. And these women also deliver. And what they would do is, and very legitimate here, the girl would just stand there or sit down actually on one of the benches during coffee time when the ajushis were done working out. They'd take a break and they'd invite me over for some coffee. And it was pretty cool. I mean, it was kind of interesting. And then she would go back and do her business. Well, that sounds wrong. Hold on. After about 30 minutes of this, she would pack up, leave, and go back to her shop. Yeah, let me clarify that. Go back to business. Yeah, they're into sex and stuff like that here. They can be. So, eventually, though, another gym. Oh, and they have a sauna down below, like the Korean style sauna right there. So if you you could get like a deluxe membership package and get both of those, the sauna and the gym. But I was kind of too poor for that, so I just went for the top one. Something interesting is like the show motel here now, or hotel show. Yeah, this was really interesting when this opened up back in 2011 is when this place opened. And it was really interesting because, as you can see, Yeong Yang is kind of like a Sleepy Hollow, right? So they have a bright, glittery, wait a minute, let me speak English. Bright, glitzy, there we go, building. It was like really unusual. And this place is a love motel / hotel. People from outside town, when they come here for the tourism and stuff, they'll visit. And I love, fun, joy show. It's also a love motel. But anyway, one of the things that you used to find here was, I don't want to poke inside their business, let me get away, is there used to be a picture of two wrestlers, like 1980 styles, in their spandex and mask kissing each other. It was like literally the gay wrestling motel. We used to joke about it, or at least I used to joke about it, but somebody caught on to that and removed that. We got some modern stuff here, which looks nice. Mommy cook. Yeah, I got a chance to see, oh, Harvard, looks like another it's another hog one. Harvard, they got burgers and stuff. I haven't eaten it, I just walked by and saw it. But it's kind of cool that Yeong Yang's getting some modern stuff. I kind of like that. But you see that Harvard, and you saw the place over there, that other hog one. That gets to my point about Yoon's English School. That gets to my point about this area. You got maybe this much students, but you got about maybe this many hog ones with this many students. So competitions are fierce, and you don't have a lot of customers to attract. So that's just a challenge. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good though, doesn't it? Steak. Oh, there we go. The steak hash brown burger, the steak burger, and the steak gold burger. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, just what I don't need. All right, anyway, I made a circle around, showed you just a few things. It's time for me to go say hello real quick, drop off something, and go back with the family. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting. If you got any comments, please link below. I'll tell you what, I miss this place a lot though. I really miss Yeong Yang. I got great friends and stuff over in Pyeongtaek, just like I had here. Pyeongtaek has got, the money, and it's got its own stuff. But I really miss being able to just like literally walk outside and go camping. Especially before work, I could literally get up in the mornings. I could go do hiking, whatever I want. Have some adventures in the mountains there. Had quite a few adventures. And then literally by noon, come back to work. I was only an hour away from the beach. I live in Pyeongtaek, which is not far from the ocean, but it's far from the beach because we have a lot of harbors and stuff like on the west and ports, not necessarily beaches. But what I used to also do, and I'll just wrap it up with, in the mornings again, when I had my own business, especially in summertime like now, I'd wake up early in the morning, I'd take my Corando, I would go to the beach about an hour away, go run along the beach, work out, just have some fun, right? And then I could come back here. Really cool lifestyle. Ironically, I live closer to the ocean, but yet I don't have that same lifestyle. Gotta work on fixing that. All right, but you all have a good one. Thanks. Really crazy. We got Dunkin' Donuts and Yeong Yang, of all things. Wow, how did this happen?